Hi everyone, welcome to HLS. Today we are going to talk about LKAS 16 property, plant and equipment. So we have to learn the basics on this. What are the things that we are going to learn, and then we go into detail of each topics and I will explain to you. So first we will see why these LKAS 16. LKAS 16 is the treatment for property, plant and equipment. You know that property, plant and equipment are non-current assets in the balance sheet. The assets are one of the elements of the balance sheets. I assume that you have learned the definitions of assets, liabilities, income, expenses and equity in your previous lessons. So anyway, I will be dealing with what is assets and how the definition is going to be in relationship to the LKAS 16. So we will go into the detail of LKAS 16 property, plant and equipment. So now we will come to the objective of LKAS 16. The Sri Lanka Accounting Standards LKAS 16 prescribes in the accounting treatment in relation to PPE, that is the property, plant and equipment. It is going to talk about how we are going to accommodate these assets in our balance sheet or P&L, basically in our books, how we are going to register or record, and how we are going to present that to the shareholders in our financial statements. So what are the accounting treatment? So as you know, the standards are giving guidelines, or it is a rule that they are giving us to record the transactions in relation to each of every type of the transaction what we are disclosing in our financial statements. So now we see what is the objective of LKAS 16. There are 3 points that we have to see. One is the recognition of assets. The other one, the second one, the determination of its carrying amounts. So this is where the problem is. How we are going to determine the carrying amount. What is carrying amount? We will come back and I will give you the definition and I will give you how the carrying amounts are being disclosed in the balance sheet. The third one, the depreciation charges and any losses related to them. So we will see what are the things that they are talking about in this, going into the standards step by step. So that is the first point, that is the objective of this LKAS 16 property, plant and equipment. Then the second point, the LKAS 16 talk about the definitions. So whatever the area or whatever the term that you are using for this LKAS 16 has been defined by the LKAS 16. So you have to work within the definition of the LKAS 16. Then the third point, what it talks about is the initial recognition. Initially, all the assets have to be recognized according to cost. So now we should know what is this cost comprises of. So we will be doing it or we will be learning it subsequently. Then the other one, the fourth one, is the subsequent recognition. What is the subsequent recognition? After the initial recognition, when the time passes on, the asset's value changes due to various factors. Can be due to market prices, technological, obsolescence, usage. There are so many factors that changes the subsequent value or the carrying amount of the asset. So your standard allows to select 2 models, either cost model or revaluation model. When you are doing this, you should notice that selecting these models are selecting accounting policies. These are accounting policies. The management can decide whatever the policy it going to adopt. Whatever the policy it selects, it has to be consistent. That means year to year they can't change it. If they are changing, this is a change in accounting policy, and that is defined by LKAS 8, changes in accounting policies and estimates. So you have to follow that. If you are changing the accounting policy, initially you can select either cost model or evaluation model. So we will come into detail for these studies. Then the fifth point is calculating the depreciation. So again, there will be definitions given by LKS 16. What are the definitions of depreciation and what are the method adapted? You can adapt either straight line or WDV, that is written down value method for your examination purposes. Your examiner is concentrating only on these two methods, where there are other methods also available in theory, but your examiner is focusing on either these two methods. Again, selecting these two are accounting policies. You can select anything, it is your accounting policy. When you are selecting the accounting policy, again I am reiterating that it has to be consistent. Year to year you can't change it. Even if you think of changing it, you have to go back to LKAS 8. According to that, you can change this. Then finally, one before that, sixth point is derecognition. When you recognize your asset. How will you derecognize your asset? Derecognition can happen either if you are disposing it, that means selling it outside, or the economic benefits of the assets are stopped or deteriorated. You can't get any more economic benefit from the asset. Economic benefits. Finally, the presentation and disclosures LKS is talking about. So these are the topics that we are going to learn in detail in the forthcoming videos, and I will be teaching you one by one. This video series will have sessions, session 1, session 2, session 3. So you will be learning these topics in details. So look forward to my next video. Until then, take care, good luck.